I'm live. Am I live? Okay. Now I'm just checking my volume. Like, can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me?
Volume, like, can anyone hear me?
Obviously, they can. So, welcome to Scream with Me. My name is, and this is my horror and music video channel. And I just wanted to jump on because about a week ago, I was in a live stream with Deborah Voorhees, and I did not know that this movie existed. And so I was like really floored when I found it out. And she is such a sweet person, and I enjoyed talking with her. I got to ask her a few questions, and that was really cool. So the trailer for 13 Fanboy. Now, if you don't know who Deborah Voorhees is, she was the star of Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. And she left soon after that, went back to her home state, went back to college, stuff like that. And she's been most interested in directing. And so she came up with the idea to get all of the cast members, former cast members of the Friday the 13th series together to make a horror movie. And boy, did she. Um, I am very, very excited. It will be released on Blu ray and DVD after its limited theatrical run. So I can't wait to get a copy of it. And if you don't know much about it, let's go take a look. 13 Fanboy is a 2021 film directed by Deborah Voorhees of, like I said, Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. And she managed to get a lot of the cast members, so that is going to be so cool to see. Now, remember, this isn't a fan film. This is an actual motion picture. And so, it was done, not that fan films aren't done professionally, but it was done with a budget. It's just an indie horror film. It's a real indie horror film. So I was amazed. There's Corey Feldman is coming back to this. Dee Wallace, the wonderful Dee Wallace, is going to be in it. Kane Hodder, Lar Part Lincoln from Number Seven is going to be in it. C.J. Graham, Deborah Voorhees, Jennifer Banco, Deborah Sullivan, Vincent DeSanti, Drew Lighty, Timothy Schuyler Dunnigan, Heather Brooke, Christopher Norris, Don Sloan, Leslie Fleming Mitchell. So, yeah, she pulled out all the stops and got a great deal of the former alumni of the Friday the 13th series to be in this film. And so I cannot wait to see it. Now, in the description below, you should be able to see a link to the trailer that I am going to watch. Now, of course, I watched it the second that it dropped. So this would be my second time watching it. And if you would like to open it up, you should be able to see a link on this video to the trailer. I put it down here where people can see it. And it's down there. And if you would like to do what I just did, which is open the trailer in a new window, we can take a look at it together, or you can just listen to me watch it again. Just turn the volume down and watch it. I don't know how to do all that, putting the video inside of a video. That's not the kind of channel that I have. So I'm here in all of my striped colors. I just love being a punk rock metalhead. That's what can I say. I can't help it. It's something inside of me. I just can't help. But yes, so we are going to watch the trailer, and I'm just going to discuss about how thrilling it was. Basically, this movie is about what you would think, a fanboy of the Friday the 13th series who has been, and these people don't play like roles, they play themselves on the convention circuit. So you have all of these alumni of the Friday the 13th series who are, going to these conventions and all of that. And you have a crazed, psychotic fan, obviously, who has been writing to them. He has made the Friday the 13th franchise his life. So he is obsessed with them and he writes them all the time. And I guess he gets pissed off because they don't pay him the attention that he believes he deserves for his adoration. That's the whole point of fans. They think, "Hello, Miss C." So they think that they should get a special place. You have fans who just love people and send fan mail and stuff like that. And then you have those that are mentally unbalanced who believe that they should be written back, that the people should talk to them. We've all seen stalkers, and that's what it is. So you have this incredible cast of former Friday the 13th alumni who have gotten together to play this so cool theme. I mean, they're on the convention circuit. This fan is following them, and he begins to kill them. So you have all of these Friday the 13th alumni being able to be killed in a Friday the 13th movie again. So that is just a cool idea. And when I talked to Deborah and the questions that I asked her, I know one of the questions I asked her was, how did she feel when she discovered how adoring a major franchise fan base is? And she talked about how honored she was to have so many fans who love her for, this kind of movie that she played. It kind of blew her mind, as most of it does when stars find out that they are adored by so many people. And so she was real cool. She loves being known for this. Yes, it is sort of like, I've never heard that song, but yeah, there's lots of stalker movies, and um, all the way back to Teresa Saldana and that girl from My Sister Sam who was killed by that psycho. There's been a lot of them. So, yeah, so Deborah Voorhees came up with this fantastic idea to have the alumni of Friday the 13th come back together to play themselves, like Laura Part Lincoln and Dee Wallace and all of them. They get to come back, play themselves, and get murdered all over again. And I thought that was very interesting. So if you look in the description, you will see a link to the trailer. If you want to open it up in a new window or go look at it and come back, I'm fixing to watch it again and come back and talk. And so, like I said, it's one of those sync and link or sync and I don't know what YouTube calls them, but it's where you open up the video in another window, go watch it, or watch it with me, and then come back. So here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
When I was a kid, my dad used to lock me in the basement when I was bad.
Laura Part Lincoln looks wonderful.
The only thing I had to keep me company was a stack of VHS tapes. Friday the 13th and Halloween. The entire sagas.
Kane
You
Hodder.
all became my family. So I wrote and I wrote. But you never wrote back. Friday the 13th actress Tiffany Helm was found stabbed to death late last night. Some reports are even saying her head was completely severed. Is it true that you were in Friday the 13th?
There was a piece of my hair cut out in the middle
Dee
of
Wallace
the night.
looks great.
That means this fanboy, he's not just watching me, he's coming into my home. She died on my hand.
You.
Awesome. Just awesome.
Keep your doors locked and your gun loaded. I'm so sorry you had to die.
Corey Feldman. Corey Feldman is like, I'm so sorry you had to die. I wonder what role he's gonna, because I believe she said something about it. I can't remember exactly what she said, but I'm not sure how it's all going to work out. But Corey Feldman, because there were other guys that played Tommy in the series, but in any event, that is just fantastic. Now with this horrific lawsuit, which is so why they would sit on a franchise like this, especially with the success of Friday the 13th, the remake, because the Friday the 13th remake did very well, and it is most fans that I know of Friday the 13th, they like the remake. I enjoy the remake very much. It's high on my list. It's definitely higher than quite a few of the original series from 7 on. The remake goes right there after number 6, Jason Lives. You have the remake. The rest are below the remake. So most Friday the 13th fans, they love the Friday the 13th remake. So for those idiots to sit for 12 years on this franchise, it's been 12 years since we have had a Friday the 13th movie. And I am very, glad to see this because this is the closest that we can come to a Friday the 13th movie because everyone is connected to it. These are all the actors and actresses from Kane Hodder to Lar Park Lincoln that, we saw in all of our movies. So even though it's not an entry into the Friday the 13th series franchise, it is still connected to and for us and about us, the Friday the 13th community and the fans. So this is the closest thing that we've had to a Friday the 13th movie. And if you go and watch the trailer, it is a slasherific. I mean, it looks gory, it looks scary, it looks very traditional slasher movie. So I think that this movie will probably, I don't know how many people will consider it part of the franchise because it's not. I mean, but it's definitely related, and I absolutely cannot wait to be able to see it. So that's what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk about the lawsuit and how stupid it is, how horrible it is that we've had to go without a Friday the 13th movie because of idiots. I mean, I don't know. They can sit and argue all day, but they're not making any money. I don't get it. I just don't get how they can't, chill out. But they did the same thing with Child's Play. They came out with a reboot and yet they didn't have the rights to this and the rights to that. And it had to be a certain kind of different, or they could have gotten sued, blah, blah, blah. I hate that we, the fans, get screwed because of a bunch of idiots and their greed. But in any event, Deborah Voorhees is a wonderfully sweet lady. I'm trying to think of the stream that I was on. I think it's called The Morbid Zone. But she did a wonderful interview. Yeah, it is wonderful. It will definitely, especially if you're a Friday the 13th fan, Missy, which I know you are, um, then you will be like, okay. Because not only do you get to see all of your favorite, all of the people that you know Lar Part Lincoln, all of these people. They are part of your life and your love of Friday the 13th. to see them all come together back into a slasher with a theme and a story that revolves around the Friday the 13th community, it's that's just cool as shit. I mean, admit it. you know, that's just a really cool idea. And I love that. I love it. And the trailer will definitely make you go, oh, wow. And the movie is, like I said, it's not a fan film. It's an actually produced slasher movie. It's an hour and 39 minutes long. It's going to be releasing in October. And so, yeah, I can't wait to get my hands on it. One of the questions I did ask her was, was it going to get a, Jason Goes to Hell is, it can go to hell. but yeah, one of the questions that I asked Deborah was whether this was going to get a secondary market release. And she said, yes, most definitely. The theaters and streaming and video on demand is first market. Second market is DVDs, Blu-rays. There you go. So she said, yes, this movie will be released on DVD and Blu-ray for people to buy for their collections who prefer physical media, like me. If you watch my collection video, you will see that. But so I was very happy to know that it was going to be released on Blu-ray and DVD so that I could get it, and I can't wait to see it. So, yeah. So I guess I'm going to, because it's just Miss C. But then again, I've only got 100 subscribers, so I don't expect a lot of people to show up. But yeah, if you love Friday the 13th, you really need to check out this trailer. Like I said, I didn't know this movie existed until a week ago. I mean, things just go over our heads or fall beneath the cracks. I did not know about this movie until I was actually sitting on a stream with Deborah Voorhees talking about this movie, and it has gotten me very hyped and very thrilled to be able to see it. So yeah, I just had to. I threw on. Actually, I already had all my metal gear on because I was listening to music, and I lead a very boring life, and I actually dress up to listen to music so I can headbang in style. And, you know, so, but yeah, I wanted to jump on and do a live and just talk about it, talk about the movie, and let everybody out there know about the movie. Deborah Voorhees directs it, and you will see so many of your Friday the 13th alumni in it, and you will get to see them get killed again. I'm hoping they kill Kane Hodder, because he played Jason, so I want to see him get his, isn't that cool though, to get to see Kane Hodder killed in a slasher when he has always been the killer. So now we get to see Kane Hodder killed. They better kill Kane Hodder. That's all I gotta say. I want to see him get slashed. But I appreciate anyone who watches this later, and go check out that trailer and give it a good look and see the movie when it comes out, and definitely buy it. I'm sure they'll have it digitally for sale as well. I, of course, am waiting for the DVD and Blu-ray. But yeah, I will see you later. Like I said, I wanted to talk about 13 Fanboy. I'm very hyped for it, and I hope y'all go see it. And I will talk to you guys later in my next video. Hopefully I'll get I've already got a new microphone. And then when I got it hooked up, it was so quiet that I couldn't hear it. And I found out that you have to have something called a phantom power supply. So I had to order that. So I'm waiting for the phantom power supply to come in so that I can have a decent microphone back. But yeah, at which point I can finally do some music again. And Well, yeah, that's true. But like you said, we don't really consider Jason Goes to Hell in our world. It's like me with Halloween Resurrection. The movie doesn't exist. It exists, but I don't have. You know what? I create my own reality, and in my reality, Halloween Resurrection doesn't exist. So when people go, hey, why do you hate that movie so much? What movie? Halloween Resurrection. What's that? I don't know what you're talking about. That movie doesn't exist in my world, despite it probably being the second most hated movie of my horror movie. I'm going to do a most hated horror movie list. Halloween Resurrection will be number two, beat out only by number one, the Prom Night remake. Prom Night remake is number one, Halloween Resurrection is number two, and then I'm sure I can find stuff to fill in the other eight. But I will do that sometime. But I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for looking at this later on, and go check out that trailer. Support 13 Fanboy. Unfortunately, they both exist. Jason Goes to Hell exists, and Resurrection exists, but I choose to exclude them from my world. Okay? It's a little trick you can learn, a little mental trick. But yes, so I will talk to you guys later, and thank you for tuning in. And like I said, support 13 Fanboy. Go watch the trailer, give it a like, and definitely go see and or buy this movie when it comes out. Maybe we can show those idiots who are still wrapped up in this lawsuit that people want to see Friday the 13th related content, okay? We really need a new movie. Just reboot the whole goddamn series, okay? Um, well, the first four, and a prequel. Do a prequel showing us Jason living in the woods. Then do one, two, three, and four, and call that quits. Just do the five movies, and just give it all back to us in an updated manner, or at least see if you can. I will talk to you guys later. Good night in the sea, and thank you all for tuning in. And I'm going to go back to giving myself a migraine with some heavy metal. Keep rocking. Bye bye. Love you, miss you, bye. Stay scary. And keep screaming.